Alright, fam of the FGC, this is your boy, Geekos Gamertop on the microphone, and we have the main character for Fatal Fury City of the Wolves. And boy fam, this has the FGC wild and losing it at this new Mr. Karate, and the obvious is in plain sight. So, let's get into it. Whoa, okay, let's start from the top of the trailer. That music? Is that the Art of Fighting 3 theme? SNK, you magnificent devils. Okay, let's focus. We see a hand picking up the Tengu mask. Wait, a close-up on the back of his head. Is that gray hair? And a ponytail. He's putting it on. No way. The camera pulls back. It's him! It's Robert Garcia. But he's older, with gray hair. He's hyping himself up, getting ready. And there it is. He just kicked a training dummy into splinters. Mr. Karate is back. But it's Robert? Fam? And his outfit. Forget the traditional gi. This is a sleek, tailored beige coat over a crisp indigo shirt, jeans, and lemon pepper steppers? It's sophisticated, but clearly designed for combat. That is pure Robert Garcia. His signature flashy style, just elevated and more mature. And now we're seeing more moves. That first kick on the dummy was just a taste. And the formation. This Mr. Karate is about to break the broken ceiling. And the stage. It looks like a completely remixed version of the dojo from King of Fighters 2002 Unlimited match, and what seems to be dusk setting through the window blinds, and the tatami mats look almost photorealistic. The atmosphere is just incredible. A recent trailer did just announce Mr. Karate for release on May 27th. Whilst SNK's official description remains mysterious, many fans believe the evidence points to one man. If it is Robert Garcia, I would be speechless. That is the best kind of fan service. Whoa, okay. That would be a lot to process. My heart would be pounding. Let's run that trailer back and break down the clues, because SNK would pack a ton of information into a teaser. First, the setup on the Southtown docks is classic Fatal Fury, but the music is the first big clue. A remix of the Art of Fighting 3 theme, heavily associated with Robert Garcia, would be a dead giveaway. Not a general Art of Fighting theme, not Ryo's, not Takuma's, it would be Robert's. It's a signature part of Robert's modern persona, showing off his cool, confident, and slightly showy nature. SNK would be sending a direct signal. This isn't the Mr. Karate you know. Now, the reveal. The character steps out, and you see the iconic red Tengu mask, the symbol of Kyokugen Ryu's pinnacle of power. But everything else is different. The outfit is a tailored beige coat over a crisp shirt, a far cry from the traditional gi. It's the perfect fusion of Robert's flashy business attire and the imposing Mr. Karate persona. Then, the camera pans up to the single biggest piece of evidence, a long, flowing ponytail. Next, we dive into the gameplay, which is packed with hints. His fireballs have a new twist. He can throw a standard Kaoken, but the teaser shows him holding the inputs to charge it into a larger, multi-hit projectile, adding a new layer to zoning game. We also saw a brand new rush charge called the Dragon Rush, where he surges across the screen in an instant to close distance and start his offense. The trailer also shows him using his stance as a follow-up attack against Marco Rodriguez, showing how he can punish and continue pressure. Also, including his Dragon Punch in the mix. Now a rush charge, he just blitzed across the screen. The Dragon Rush, that's insane. That kick, it looks like a completely souped up Genei Kyaku. And the target combo against Terry Bogard. The speed, the fluidity, it's all kicks. The animation screams Robert Garcia. But boy fam, this is the level of brokenness a character has done for City of the Wolves, and we thought that Crowd Zero was the epitome of modern brokenness in Fatal Fury's City of the Wolves. But this Mr. Karate, now he's the broken character factor and the Super Flash. The core of his fighting style, however, is the flurry of fast, fluid, stylish kicks completely different from the grounded, powerful karate of Ryo and Takuma. This flashy offense is Robert's bread and butter, and one move is clearly a new version of his classic Genei Kyaku or Phantom Kick, proving they've built this moveset around Robert's specific style. We even see him use Robert's Heian Kyaku against Preacher in one of his Rev XL target combos, a direct nod to his established moves. The final gameplay shot is his Ignition Super 2, and it's the ultimate confirmation. The Super Flashes, unleashing a massive AO Shokoken in Kyokugen Ryu lore. Ryo is the invincible dragon, and Robert is the mighty tiger. Using that tiger imagery explicitly states that the spirit of the mighty tiger is powering this Mr. Karate. But there is a mix of everything in Kyokugen Ryu for this Mr. Karate fam. Ryo's moves, Takuma's moves, OP much? To the hidden gear for a split second. He even activates a hidden gear against Marco Rodriguez, starting off with a charge fist, causing his coat to flare up with energy and his movements to become even faster, lightly boosting his kick specials, and the bread and butter dragon uppercut, and then the coup de grace, a slash kick through Marco and a black screen, showing a finishing art, and the flare around him fam. This is the pure power SNK gave this Mr. Karate, and he screams final boss. And the line that gives it away fam, you can't be serious. That shows true Mr. Karate flavor in City of the Wolves. Okay, now to the episodes of Southtown. Yes fam, the trailer cuts to an episode of Southtown title card, Red Racer, Blue Memories. This title would be an incredible clue into his motivations. Let's break that down. Red Racer almost certainly points to Robert Garcia. He's famous for his love of fast cars, and red is a staple of his classic outfits. It speaks to his high-speed lifestyle and his fighting style. Blue Memories is the more intriguing part. Blue immediately brings to mind his best friend and rival, Ryo Sakazaki, and his iconic blue gi. This suggests Robert's decision to take the mask is deeply connected to his memories of Ryo. It could hint at a past event, a promise, or Robert's desire to honor their shared history. It frames his new identity not just as a power-up, but as an act colored by his bond with his oldest friend. The title perfectly contrasts his flashy Red Racer persona with the deeper, sentimental blue memories that led him here. Okay fam, to the release date and the Season 2 DLC details. Yes, the confirmation of Mr. Karate arriving on May 27th officially rounds out the full character list for the Season 2 pass. He joins an absolutely stacked lineup of fighters that have been rolling out monthly. The season kicked off with Kim Jae-hoon in January 2026, followed by the menacing Nightmare Geese in February. Fan favorite Blue Mary made her return in March, and the powerful Wolfgang Krauser joined the roster in April. Alongside Mr. Karate, Season 2 also features a major guest character, Kenshiro from Hokuto no Ken, Fist of the North Star, who is scheduled for a June 2026 release. This entire pass shows a fantastic mix of returning veterans, long-requested characters, and a surprise crossover, keeping the game fresh every month. So there you have it. The recent teaser confirms Mr. Karate is coming on May 27th as the final character of Season Pass 2. And based on all the clues in the trailer, the ponytail, the kick-based fighting style, the tiger motif, and that signature flair, it's almost certain that this new Mr. Karate is Robert Garcia or Dan Hibiki. Thoughts, fam? This is further supported by SNK's official description, which states that beneath the mask is a true tiger unleashed. This is more than just a new character. It's a brilliant fusion of two legendary identities, creating something both nostalgic and completely new. We're looking at what will likely be a high-pressure, stylish rushdown fighter who blends Robert's classic agility with the raw power of the Mr. Karate name. This is one of the most exciting reveals for City of the Wolves yet, showing that SNK is willing to take risks with its legacy characters while honoring their history. It's a perfect way to keep the hype train rolling, and as the FGC have confirmed, he is one cool, broken version of Mr. Karate yet, and I am a believer. But what do you guys think? Are you happy it's likely Robert under the mask? Could it be Dan Hibiki from Street Fighter? Or do you think the Mr. Karate mantle should have stayed with the Sakazaki family? Let me know all your theories and thoughts down in the comments below. I want to hear everything. And if you enjoyed this deep dive breakdown and want more Fatal Fury City of the Wolves content, be sure to hit that subscribe button and click on the notification bell so you don't miss a single video. So fam, this is the hype of the reveal of Mr. Karate, coming on May 27th, and that's the video. So, thanks for watching. Hope this video has found you well, and go out and play some Fatal Fury. And I'll see you in the next one. Away!